Hey dividend investors, today I'm going to be giving you a controversial topic of mine, which is reinvesting dividends. Some people say never do it, use the money and spend it, because why not, right? That's kind of a bad idea. You always want to reinvest your dividends, but I personally don't, and today I'm going to talk to you about why. So I do, but I don't reinvest my dividends. I don't reinvest my dividends because this is why. Let's go check out, for example, TD. So as we can see with TD, January 31st, 2021, they declared a 79-cent dividend. Okay, so on this first line, we see December 3rd, 2020. They declared a dividend. It is paid on January 31st, 2021 of 79 cents per share. Now, they declared another one on February 25th of, again, 79 cents, paid April 30th, 2021. Now, that's all set and good. If you had 1,000 shares of TD stock, you would get $790 for that quarter. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, why would I not reinvest that dividend? Well, there's actually two reasons. So for one, I run my own business, I run my own company, I don't work for somebody else. I don't rely on somebody to pay me, I rely on myself to try and figure out a way of making money. I've got my basketball training company, I do some social media posts for companies, and I also have my own YouTube channel. Actually, 3 going on 4th monetized soon. This is the 4th one that should be monetized before my birthday in June. Now, from there, why would I not want to reinvest these dividends? Well, I don't have a steady income source. I may make $2,000 one month, I may make $5,000 the next month. It is totally varied between those two money. That's crazy how you can go from $2,000 one month, $5,000 the next, and be all happy. But that's when dividends come in for me. If I needed to say, let's say I had $2,400 in expenses one month and I made $2,000. That's when dividends come in and pay for that for me. Meanwhile, if I don't need the dividends, what I do is instead of spending it on needs like insurance, stuff like that, internet, things like that, things that you need, then I would then pull that money out and say, well, instead of spending that dividend because I don't need it, I'm going to reinvest it in a different company. This is a strategy that you can use yourself. If you've got a steady income source, then you can use this strategy, which is take the money from TD, say you got $790 as an example, and now you move that $790 plus maybe a couple other dividends from other companies, let's say a total of $2,000, which is roughly what I would be looking at, and then stick that $2,000 into, let's say, BMO, or $2,000 into, let's say, Apple stock, or $2,000 into whatever, because now you're diversifying yourself. You're not just building up the same stock over and over and over again, because, again, investments are risky. You never know the future of whatever company is going to happen out there. And because of that, by taking those dividends, if you need them, let's say you were off for a pandemic because of COVID-19 or COVID-22 or whatever is going to come out in the future. If you needed the money, it's there. You have it, you can spend it. Meanwhile, if you don't need it, reinvest it into another company so that now you're diversified. Because let's say the banking sector takes a massive hit, and then we have the tech sector who says, well, everyone's at home, everyone's stuck at home because of there's a virus outside. Well, then the tech stocks are going to go skyrocket. You want to be diversified. And then those tech stocks, if you invest in the right ones, Microsoft, Apple, things like that, they pay a dividend too. And now you can have even more money coming in still on top of it. It may not be as high of a percentage as TD, but now at least you're diversified, where if one source goes down, you've got other sources coming in. And that's how I run my life. I don't just basketball train. I haven't trained a basketball player since the summer. Because of that, because of COVID, I can't. In Canada, we're locked down. There's literally no schools renting out gyms right now for basketball trainers. There is no way of training outside because it's -10. It's freezing. You can't go outside in that weather and play basketball because there's a foot of snow on the ground. So no basketball training, but I have YouTube, which has gone up. I also have my own ebooks that I sell for my basketball stuff, my basketball website. I also have Amazon links. Players want to have certain protein powder. Well, then instead of going to the store, they can buy it through me from Amazon, and then they can keep on going. See, multiple revenue sources that you can keep on making money from. And that doesn't just apply to life. That applies to stocks as well. Don't just focus on one sector. I obviously love the banking sector. 60-something% of my dividends come from banks. But diversify. Get into maybe an ETF. Take that 2,000 and throw it into ZSP or ZWK or something like that. If you can diversify not just your life, but your investments, you're going to do extremely well, and you're not going to have to worry maybe one day where, hey, there's a new coronavirus, COVID 2023, where, hey, I got no job, but I got my investments. I can still live. I can still kind of get away and be fine. Or even worse, oh crap, I got fired kind of thing. Oh, I got fired. Well, I got my investments. Well, why am I staying in a cold country? I can go move down to Mexico for the rest of my life because I have those investments. Things like that. Anyways, I hope that this video has kind of helped you. I'll see you guys again next time.